Alright, everybody. Just arrived at the spot, number 1. And I don't see no one around, so let's go do our greeting. Head on in. And again, sorry for the bouncy video. My tripod just broke, so I gotta hold this thing old school. Hey people, brought you some apples. Alright, so just gonna go put them back there. When you look at that, this was placed over the trail where I sit. But rocks are still standing. The apple's gone. The quartz rock is still there. They got no interest in quartz rocks, that's for sure. So, interesting. Sit there, just waiting for some people to go by so I can get in there. And we'll get some of these apples out of my bag. You can see the apple's gone. Oh, I'm pretty positive by now all the others are gone too. This is oh look, I didn't notice that. It's broken, hanging there. So I think we'll leave an apple out here again. Looks like more and more dirt is being deposited. Alright. Well, this sucks. No tripod. I can't put you up on something. I'm gonna have to take care of that super quick. Alright. Okay. Well, obviously all the apples are gone. I had wedged an apple in here along with this quartz rock, and that was just on the ground. So all the apples are gone. So, alright. Well, let's put out some apples. Alright. get this backpack off. Figure out where I can put you. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to lay you down on the ground. So, wait. I don't know why, but my flash keeps going on when I start a video. Alright. I will just wedge them all in here. And so I just wedged them all in there. Looks like that little structure has been messed with and knocked down. Boy, it's hot out. I really hope they're over sitting by the reservoir. Like it's a pool. I left that right there. Oh. Alright, well, let's get out and go put an apple over in the other spot. I'll sit there a little bit. You can see nothing on the ground. No cores. No remnants of nothing. So, alright. Let's go. Oh man, not having this tripod really bites. I got so used to it so fast and it was just so convenient and so much better. I don't know what is walking off that way. Oh, this mash down is from me when I used to put my phone on that branch. Get out one more apple, stick it up there, and go hang out for a few minutes. Oh, I need to do that for right now. Trying to get the apple out of the tub. As you can tell, it makes a pretty distinct sound. this apple up. I think I'll leave you here while I go do it. And take you back over there. All right. Put the apple up. That thing is on there tight. I can hear very gentle movement back behind all of these bushes. Oh. And while we're sitting here, I was going to do a whole separate video for what I want to talk about, but I'm just going to run it in with this one and, touch base on a couple of things. The voice recorder we left out here, we got it right again. I think I explained that in the previous video. So I'm working on getting through the audio, and I distinctly, there's one almost as soon as I leave the area, I mean literally within a couple minutes, you hear something thump, 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 and then a crunch as if it bit into an apple. So think I might have to send that off to Lewis, have him listen to it, cut it up, just all the good parts, and shorten it up so I can get it posted on YouTube for all of you to hear. Again, like I said, I don't know how that's going to work. I'm not very computer savvy at all, so we'll see how that goes. But I got like 26 hours of audio. I think I'm into the 13th hour. I skipped through like 8 hours. I took a note of when I put it out, and I skipped through, 8 hours after about listening to the first hour. But I just saw something back there. I just saw something move back there from right to left. Oh. Okay, back to what I wanted to talk about. The little camping excursion, going back to those structures at night, it was odd. It was very odd. As soon as we got to where the structures were, both me and Dave brought this up. Our ears, it sounded like we were underwater. Like if you sit underwater still and you just listen, That's what it sounded like. The entire vibe. From the second I walked in, it felt like we didn't belong there. We shouldn't be there. And the longer we stayed, the worse and worse it got. And as we were facing the structures, there's a hill up behind us. That would be the hill that in the video I titled exploring exploring the hill around the structures or something like that. I kept getting the feeling something was up there. And if you look at the video, I'm looking up on that hill and you see two freaking white lights. Well, those aren't lights, people. Those are not lights. I believe that to be two people watching us. And one was peeking out with its left eye. One was peeking out from its right eye. Two separate trees right next to each other. And you could see one, you can kind of see him go away and come back, go away and come back. Well, that's because they were blinking. So, and then Parkway discovered an odd audio. I think at like 16 minutes on the dot of that video. And it I don't know what to make of it. It doesn't sound like a growl. It's odd. It's definitely odd. So, then Max Powers leaves a comment on my most recent video. Dude, check your email. Okay, so I go get the laptop and checking my email. I'm waiting for his email to load, and there's 5 pictures. Now this is down in the meadow, down by the creek. And while we were down at the creek, obviously, me and Dave found obvious, impressions. And I'm just trying to the impressions. And we're sitting there talking, and we hear splash, 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 splash. And Dave's like, shush, shush, shush. And then we hear splash, splash, splash. And he's like, dude, that was something walking in the creek, in that little stream. Now, we couldn't get past that stream. It was just thick. It was thick. That's when Dave decided to walk down there. And as he got closer, he could hear something in the brush. And that's when he's pointing with his knife. He's all, here, over there. Shortly after that, I see something go from my right to my left through the bushes really fast. Which would have been from that area Dave was pointing at over to my left. It was just a quick flash. Then we keep going and stuff like that, working our way through, hoping to find a way to the other side so we can go up that hill, which we never did. And we found those two rocks stacked up on the log with that bone. Obviously had signs of critters chewing on it. And we headed on up the hill. So back to Max's email. There's 5 pictures on the email from when we were down in that meadow. And he says, "Don't crap your pants, dude. I hope you don't crap your pants on this one." But across the meadow in the bushes, he got 5 typical blurry pictures of something clearly standing on 2 legs watching us. And it shows the pictures show movement. It shows movement. And he said he had to go through it a bunch of times before he sent it to me, so that it wasn't pareidolia or parallax or any of that good stuff. So, but it clearly shows movement. I forwarded that email to Max Powers, not Max Powers, to Dave, and he just sends back OSHIT. And the next text I got was, "I freaking knew there was one there. I knew there was one there. That was the one that was walking in the stream." So I got those pictures. I'm going to try and get them up so all of you can make your own judgment. And again, they are typical blurry pictures, but there's something moving. You see clear movement. So you see, like, from the knees up, 2 legs, a right arm, big barrel chest, big wide shoulders, no neck, a head, real slender at the bottom, their hips and their legs and stuff. So I'm trying to focus in on something. I think I see just the top of a head back there. So, just sitting there. Yep. Right next to this twig right there. So, yep. I'm telling you, it wasn't the nighttime thing that bothered me. I was fine up until we got down to those structures, and it just felt really bad. And the longer I stayed, the worse it got. And I finally had to tell Dave, "Dude, we need to go." Because I think we were at that brink of letting us go and something bad happening. So he finally said, "Okay, let's go." And we left. And as we're leaving, Dave, "Hey, stop." And we hear ch-ch. And he's like, I think we're being followed or we're being stalked. He's all, let's go 8 steps and just stop. So we did 8 steps and just stopped. And we hear ch-ch. He's okay, let's go 16 steps and just stop. So we did that. And we hear it again. Oh, all right. Well, let's go and let's not stop until we get back to camp. So we did that. We got back to camp. And we're standing around the fire talking. And, this is all 11:30 at night. So, standing around talking. And we hear something off in the distance come flying through the trees. And it didn't sound like a pine cone that just kind of naturally fell, like tink, 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 punk, No, it sounded like it was thrown with velocity through a bunch of trees. It went dunk, dunk, dunk. So, shortly after that, our friends that were up there with us, our family and stuff, their tent was just on the other side of the fire pit that we were talking around. And directly behind it, we start hearing branches break. And the next morning, I wake up, there's a big stump back there, and there is a rock on it. I asked all of the people we went up there with if they put it up there. They said no. I asked the kids. They said no. Why would we do that? That figures. Dang planes. Oh. Alright. So, weird stuff happened. Odd stuff happened. Yeah. Bad feeling out there at night. Really bad. Like we did not belong there. We weren't supposed to be there. And during the day, it was fine. It was really cool. During the day, it was fine. But night, nope. I got a bad feeling. So, very interesting though. Very interesting. And that, we've already kind of touched base on this, that search and rescue camp. The last scheduled event on that board was 2018. So maybe they watched it for a while and figured that people weren't going there anymore and they could reclaim what was theirs. All right, everybody. My hand is getting freaking tired for holding this thing the way I'm holding it. So I'm going to pack up, head on out of here, head over to spot 2, and get that place rocking and rolling. All right, everybody. Happy hunting.